And he has been a competitor here. Just the determination on his face that he's had throughout this entire run. Even though he's had a little bit of trouble there after the slip and slide, he's still running really, really well right now.
Makes sense.
All right, see his cheer. He's got the cheerleader, and his foot's bouncing around. This one's really. It's going to be hard for him to hold that front end wheelie with his foot bouncing all over the place. That's one of the advantages of having your feet tied in. They're one with the chair, and your balance point doesn't move around. As your foot's jumping around, it's messing your balance point for your wheelie all up.
Oh, look at that. He had a lot of trouble there, but then he really got on a roll there.
That's all he needs, another roll like that to get through the last two. He's almost there. One more to dig up over.
That's foot.
But he touched and caught himself there.
No, he's looking at his foot. He's really aggravated with the foot at this point.
Yeah. All right, he's out. He's out. He'll square his foot away.
He's readjusting his feet there.
Yeah, getting his feet in there. Now he's got the teeter-totter. And the way he did the 2x4 rumble strips, he should have no problem with the 1x4s. He'll probably go over that like a rug.
Gonna go through the 1x4s now.
Yeah.
Not even an inch of trouble
just
there.
Just like a little shag, and he'll go right through that carpet like it's nothing.
If you get an email from a Savada dude, you're like,
oh wow, he was actually slower through the carpet than he was through the rumble strip. All right, again, get that front end up, buddy. There you go. Yeah.
That a little bit of trouble in the mulch. Yeah. Gets through the rock. Now we'll have to go up the elevated ladder.
Oh no, he tried to turn right into it, boy. He's taking an aggressive run, but did he make it? Lean back, pop those wheels up. His chair's kind of, there you go.
He's got both feet out again.
Once you get up that first one, if you can hold that balance, you can run right off. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes, all right. Now he gets a little rest on his arms. He's got to do his maneuvering, but it's not so much power. So he can catch his breath here a little bit to save up for that stairs at the end.
One last behind, and now he'll have a hard push to go into the 360. Gets that around, we'll have to go one more half turn. And now backwards.
Definitely a lot harder than it looks when they do it. Now he's got stairs down pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like he's got this one pretty well.
Yeah, his endurance is pretty good because, you know, after all the struggling he did early, he came through and finished some of the harder elements at the end pretty strongly.
He's gonna turn and raise.
Almost forgot the flag. He was gonna head and then he popped his wheelie and then he realized he missed it and grabbed the flag. So he caught himself before he got off the platform, which was smart.
Ties it.
Didn't have to do the stairs twice.
And a salute. A double salute there.
One for the crowd and all the support pulling them through. I'm telling you, it does make a lot of difference when you're out there struggling and those people are all in your corner.
And a great job there from Matt Robinson.
You can see what a popular spectator sport this is. Just listen around here.
We're gonna have to wait and see what his final time is.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be competitive with the real speedsters, but
The one person that might be, Mike, is our next opponent, and that's Laura Schwanger, U.S. Army vet.
And the most amazing thing about Laura is it looks like she's going for a walk in the park and not even trying.
I'm excited to see this.
She's a Paralympian marathon pusher, so the girl's got power. And
that's right.
Even though it looks easy, she makes it look easy. Believe me, it's a lot harder, and she'll make it look.
The Paralympian in her 5th Super G, Josh Furketic. Mike Gilbo alongside me here. It's xable.com's coverage of Super G, hosted by Toyota and UPS at the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veterans Affairs.
Did we get a time for Peter Moore?
Not yet. We're still waiting to get the official time on that. And Schwanger's about to go and set to
Oh, yeah.
take off there at
Is
the
she
top
our
of the
last
ramp.
competitor?
She's not. We have one more of Terry Rock.
Oh,
after
Terry
this
Rock's
one.
another one with Ron Wilson that'll give Ron Wilson a run for his money. Terry Rock is another one that's won this event in the past. So, yeah, there's still some real heavy hitters coming. These next two could put a little. These next two could be some challenge to that great time you got up there.
And Ron is a little bit worried about it. He's going to have a
knows
keen
Laura.
eye here.
He's watching Laura. He knows her. She's been around a while, and so is he.
Still waiting to hear from an official time here for Matt Robinson.
And Pete Moore. Because Pete had that really
I
clean
had
run.
Pete's. Pete was at 7:47.
Oh, yeah?
Pete had, again, like you said, a pretty clean run there.
That was very respectable time.
Schwanger is off. She's on the sustain wheelie here.
We're wet.
Over top, nice moves there, getting forward. And she's going to go up here through the door. Made a great time thus far on the beginning part. That's really where you can kind of catch up to leave yourself a little bit of time later. Tilting, and they're going to hold on
they
top.
all rocked and not one fell, boy.
They all held.
God loves her.
To turn around and go backwards now here. Precision is key. We got the time on Matt Robinson here, 8:34.4. So Robinson in his second game's not too bad of a job.
All right, let's see how she has any problem on the slip and slide.
she
like
doesn't.
it wasn't even there.
Great job.
Stopped herself, nice control. See what I mean? She's like a walk in the park. It doesn't even look like she's working out, this lady.
Not
Amazing.
touching. I think one is moving, but I'm not sure if she touched it. Did Schwanger. Now she's going to go backwards, and now we'll go to the teeter-totter and then the stairs.
She'll rip right up that.
If you get the momentum coming down the teeter-totter, you can really get the front part of those stairs down pretty good. And look at that.
Yeah.
Just a veteran here, you can tell. Now going through the rumble strips.
Yeah. Not her first rodeo, and the rumble strips won't be. And she does it with the skinny tires. Can you imagine if she put the flat tires on?
I was just asking you about those skinny tires. She does do that. Look at her tear through that. She's got her USA Paralympian t-shirt on, and you can just tell that she's a veteran here.
Now you know why she made the Paralympics.
She's going to go backwards here, up and down the mini vert ramps. As, like we said, Ron Smith watching closely, still cheering on, but he knows that that's probably his biggest threat is Schwanger.
Oh yeah. And Terry Rock's no pushover either.
Look at that, one time too. She is really tearing this up right now. I cannot wait to see an official time.
All right, let's see how she does with the. Oh, that's unlike her.
So that's going to be 5 seconds.
5 seconds. That's it.
Let's go down and then close it
Coming
here.
back up. See.
Oh, that's good though.
No.
Going through the.
All right, I expect she'll handle this pretty easily too. I think the cheerleader will be her biggest obstacle. Everything else, I think she'll be all right. This one is kind of a first time for a lot of them.
Looking to get up over top them. Like I said, a little bit of trouble here.
You get into that first one, then it's a matter of picking it up. Yeah. Shake it out, Laura. There you go, girl.
Oh, looks like she got tilted sideways.
She got the sideways. Up, I think Ron is resting a little easier right about now.
I think you're right, Mike.
Because, as much as she didn't look like she was straining and pushing as hard, she looks like she's walking through the park. Her times are usually amazing. When everybody's straining and grunting, she looks like a walk in the park and she smokes people. But I told you, this cheerleader is a new obstacle a lot of these people have never seen, and it is taking its toll on some of the best in the world. I mean, here's a Paralympian that's won I don't know how many marathons, and all right, she's gonna come back and start again and get square. Rather than try and fight it, you're gonna try and take it square all the way.
You'd wonder, Mike, what would have happened if she didn't fall down there and didn't lose all that momentum? I would have really liked to see how she would have been clean at this point.
There she goes.
Really gave her a lot of trouble there. Going to teet down and now drop down to the smaller 1x4 rumble strips.
Oh yeah, she gotta rip right over those like shag rug, and the rug won't be a problem.
I think her time's still going to be good here if she can complete everything cleanly the rest of the way through and
it'll
quickly.
be respectable, but she's going to be frustrated for giving up that much time. But I'll tell you, that is the first time I've ever seen that cheerleader. That might be one of Abigail's first contributions as a new obstacle to the course since Coach Hayes is passing. Because I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'm like, did Coach Hayes come to you in one of your nightmares and give you this idea?
The mad scientists were at work here. A little bit of trouble on the inverted ladder.
They're not necessarily mad scientists, just very devious.
Evil.
Oh, I'm down again, huh? That's uncharacteristic.
You're gonna see 2 falls from her. You don't see that very often.
No, that's a little uncharacteristic for her. But she's actually been taking quite a little sabbatical from a lot of her regular sports and tried some different things. She's been doing some stuff with rowing and running some clinics around the country for trying to recruit Paralympic rowers and stuff. So
She won yesterday at swimming. She did a great job. Going backwards now here towards the tail end of the course, the home stretch, so to speak. Final lap if Martin was still here.
well, I'll tell you what, endurance with her, she's a marathon pusher. Endurance is going to be an issue. She'll get these steps. She's not tired yet. She's just
Oh no,
frustrated.
look at her.
She's falling down.
That was impressive there.
Now, somebody that pushes 26 miles, for me, if it's 26 miles, I'm getting in the car. She can drive a marathon. This course, as hard as it is, endurance is not going to be her issue. She had a couple technical bobbles and
She is exhausted. And she knows it too. She's very happy, I'm sure. Again, proud that she ran in this tough course, but she knows as a competitor that wasn't the best that she could have done.
no, she knows if she'd have done better there, she had a shot, but she knows she gave up the crown right there in that one little cheerleader.
We'll have to wait and see the final
But again,
time.
she's only a class 3, so it's pretty impressive when she's one of the more disabled people here hanging, banging with the biggest ones.
So wait and see. And our last will be Terry Rock, someone that you
Terry
know.
Rock's another guy that has potential to give Ron a run for his money. Terry's been in this many times before. I don't know, you probably have it down there. But I know I've seen Terry in this quite a few events, and I've watched his slalom events, and he's always a leader of the pack, without a doubt.
Terry, a U.S. Navy veteran from Norwalk, Ohio. This is his 8th Super G. Josh Raketic, Mike Gilbo alongside me here. It's xable.com's coverage of Super G, hosted by UPS and Toyota at the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Convention Center. It's co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veterans Affairs. Terry Rock climbing up and getting ready to go. Our last competitor of what used to be the afternoon, now about the evening time here. Ron Smith, 5'10". One more person he has to sweat out before he will claim gold.
So who we got in second? We got 5'10" for Ron. We got somebody in the 6-minute rock.
Samuel Hudson, it was his first timer. Yeah, the second guy
the second, yeah,
from Flint, Texas at 6'17". And a time for Schwanger, 6:15.6.
So she just went ahead.
Just went ahead for second place.
Even with all that trouble. See what I told you? She made it look like a walk in the park, and even struggling like that, the time she made was incredible.
And it shows you how well Ron did at Laura being at 6:15. He was at 5:10 flat, an unbelievable time. Only one person can unseat Ron, and that's Terry Rock. Clean thus far, getting ready to go through the door. He is through it. We'll stop and close the door, as everyone should when you go through a door. You should close it.
Again, Terry's at class 4 or 5, I'm not sure. But class 4s and 5s did their slalom yesterday. The 2s and 3s, to qualify for this, did a slalom at 8 o'clock this morning. So they've already run a course today.
They're a little tired.
Yeah.
Terry now will go up and face the slip and slide.
He's seen this obstacle before, but never on an angle.
He looks like he got through that one pretty good. Gets down and stops.
Yeah.
He said, Ron Smith over here by us trying to sweat up. He touched a couple balls there.
Yeah, he's got. There goes his perfectly clean run, but he seems to be handling it without too many slowdowns. He ought to make good time through here. He's usually pretty good through the stairs and rumble strip kind of stuff.
Got through the teeter-totter pretty well. Now we'll go up the stairs, a little snag, but he gets right over top of that.
This
We'll come
is where
down the
he
rest
oughta
of the
be able
way.
to catch up. If he gets this clean, he should be making up some good time, but you don't want to have him hung up in here too long.
Not too bad here, still trying to get through it. Kind of like a medium-sized tire, if you would say there. It doesn't look
It's
overly
not,
large.
It's not the big fat 2 inches. It's just like a 1 3/8.
In and out of the cones.
You got the 1 1/8 inch real skinny smooth ones like they play basketball with. That's the ones that were really struggling on the slip and slide. Then you can get 1 3/8, which are a little fatter and they got some thread on them. But then those fat knobbies, those are like 2 inches. And they really help with the flotation and the biting on the cheerleader and stuff like that.
Had a little bit of trouble there going up on the first attempt.
He took a cone out and didn't make it, so.
Makes it that time.
Yeah.
He's going to get the rest of the way over.
No, he didn't make it. You gotta see with that camera, your chair wants to tip this way, so you're trying to lean up the hill and push with your lower hand, which is tough. You usually put your weight on the hand you're pushing with. He's trying to drive with his left wheel up that hill to not drop down under the line, but he's got to lean his body on his right wheel.
They call him T-Rock, and he's having a little bit of trouble here. In the behind the scenes, or in hindsight, it looks like Ron Smith's going to get the victory.
Yeah. You know, Ron Smith's sweating is all over, and Laura will be very happy to have second place, knowing that had she done that clean, she might have unseated him, but she spent a minute in that chair eater.
Laura will come in second, it looks like, and I think still third. Samuel Hudson should capture that at 6:17.3.
That was pretty impressive. He's no your spring chicken either, I was noticing. He seems to be an older gentleman, though. To pump around with these young kids the way he did.
I agree. He muscled through that course. It was kind of different from what Ron did and from what Laura did. His was pure just muscle.
Power, yeah. You got technique and you got power, and he showed a lot of power in that cross. All right,
Terry still having a little bit of trouble.
This can be a tricky one technique-wise. There's a double lip on that makes it tricky to get over.
I think he's very tired
now he's up
here.
there. He just got to keep that thing going. Keep pushing up the hill. Come on, T-Rock. He's going to make it.
He got it. A big round of applause here from the crowd in Pittsburgh.
But yeah, he's starting to show a little fatigue now, and he's coming up on the chair eater. He's got
If you're
deal
showing
with
fatigue before the chair eater, then you're going to show a lot of fatigue afterwards.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got the door and the air mattress and this one before he even gets to the chair eater. So I think he's getting some oxygen on the outside of the door. It's taking him a while to get through.
A little bit of trouble on the door.
What'd they do? Put a padlock on it for him?
Maybe. They don't have the key. I believe he's at the top here. Again, he had almost 6, 7, 8, 9 attempts at that ramp, and it was really, really tough for him to get through that. Going down through the second door.
Laura.
Gets through the door. He's going to see if he can stop.
Give it a little momentum swing while he's on the hill. Gotta be careful because, you run off.
Closes the door, and now to the mattress.
Yeah, with those skinny tires, that mattress is a little dirtier.
Got through the mattress pretty easily.
Come on, Terry, dig it in there, dig it in there. See how pumped he is? Look at his arms are rippling. The veins are popping out. Oh, he didn't lean forward on that downhill. I think mental fatigue's starting to get into him too, He's a little frustrated, he's fatigued out a little bit, and he knows better than to not go over that sitting up straight. He's starting to get a little mental fatigue, I think. Let's just hope he remembers to complete the course, and we don't want to see a DQ.
Got through that first big gap in the ladder. Now he looks like he's getting a little bit momentum here going through it.
He's going one at a time, but he's steady in rhythm. He's got a rhythm down, and he's going one at a time, which is working his rhythm, and he's keeping it going.
And gets through that.
Up the teeter-totter and the baby rumble strips. He ought to be good through this section. This is actually a chance for him to catch a little bit of a breather and get a good run at the sand and mulch pit.
Going over the 1/4 inch rumble strips now, and then we'll have the carpet. And it gets through the 1/4 inch pretty easily. We'll now have that sand, the mulch, and that gravel pit.
Yeah.
The trifecta of bad.
Yeah, the trifecta of bad, no doubt. Hey, at least the bright side is they give you a ramp in and a ramp out.
Yeah,
There's been times it's been like a sandbox. You'd had to jump the curb to go in it and jump the curb to get out of it. They're having a little mercy on us. They've actually taken,
only a little mercy, and not much.
Oh no, they've made up for it in other areas. We're gonna give you a break here because we're gonna bust you really bad over there.
We'll go with the inverted ladder now. Oh. Still having a little bit of trouble getting over that first hump.
You should back up and take a run at it. Yeah. See, a lot of the guys that were struggling with it, you don't have to stay in the course. You can back up and take a run at it. Everybody that struggled there backed up. He should have paid attention to that. He could have saved himself a few tries. Because every try is just burning your arms more, you know?
Near the top of it now, we'll get down and we'll now have the frontwards, backwards here.
Now it's a little mobility. Gotta keep your mental in the game. Don't forget to do anything on the course and read the course, but little chance for a breather, you know? His arms are burning. They're not gonna stop burning, but at least he's not powering them up, you know, through another heavy obstacle. He's got a little bit of a time here to catch his breath and get ready for the big finish on the steps.
We'll have the 360.
And mentally, he's still in it. Got his 360 in. Okay. Now you just got to mentally remember the flag and make the steps. Will be a clean run. Well, as clean as he can get from where he got hung up. But showing the fatigue he was, he seems to be finishing strong. Got his second win. He sees that flag, he knows he's near the end. He's got his second win.
He's gonna try to
that crowd behind him, and they'll push him. They'll pull him up those chairs.
Gonna try and get up and over top.
There you go.
He's got the momentum now.
Once you get it moving and get the rhythm, it's all rhythm once you get moving. Yeah, he's not making no mental mistakes though. That's good.
He'll raise the flag, tie it off, and a big salute upcoming here to the stars and stripes.
The only one besides Pete Moore that got both doors clean.
Yeah. The big salute there to the stars and stripes, and he is on the tail end of this one. Our final competitor for the Super G.
He ain't gonna stop pushing.
And he salutes again after the finish line and gives a big high five to one of the basketball competitors, Mr. Green over there, we saw the other day. And a great job by T-Rock, Terry Rock from Norwalk, Ohio, the U.S. Navy veteran. Josh Freketic, Mike Gilbo here alongside me. Let's give you the first, second, and third place here. In first place, it was Ron Smith of Parkersburg, Iowa, time of 5:10. In second place, it was Laura Schwanger from Gloucester County, U.S. Army veteran, 6:15 for her. And a newbie up in third place, Samuel Hudson from Flint, Texas at 6:17.3. You're 1, 2, and 3 here at the Super G. Mike, some final thoughts of the Super G today.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's one of the hardest courses I ever seen. I'm pretty impressed with, we might see some changing of the guards. Some of the old salts that have been winning this for years, I've seen some new names come on the podium and show them that, hey, this ain't yours. I'm going to watch and learn, and I'm coming back for more. And I'll tell you, that Samuel just powered through this thing, but it's always one of my favorite events. It's a great thing to do, and every one of them should be proud just for being selected to get here and to be able to complete it. It's just like, they're all fired up and happy. It don't matter where they finish. The fact that they were here and finished has got them pumped up, I'm sure.
And the madness is finally over here from Super G. It was hosted by UPS and Toyota. The mad scientists constructed something that people here have never seen before. That's going to do it for myself, Josh Freketic, Mike Gilbo alongside me. Is going to do it for the coverage of Super G, again hosted by UPS and Toyota. Stay tuned to xable.com all throughout the rest of the week. Tonight we have basketball and quad rugby for you. Later on the week, on Friday, we have track, and then it's championship Saturday. On what other day, Mike? Saturday, of course. That's going to do it for us here at the 31st Annual National Veterans Wheelchair Games, co-presented by Paralyzed Veterans of America and the Department of Veterans Affairs.
And that's a wrap. We hit another home run, Brad?